Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. Hell of a lot has changed in the space of a couple of months in this save, and this one's probably one of the bigger jumps that we have made. We've purchased a few companies. We're going to end up in debt this month. Well, not in debt, but making losses this month because we have purchased Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. So a lot of big names are coming in. It did cost us 2.3 million, that's how much debt they were in. And so WCW doesn't even happen because the company beforehand dies in 1984, and the few trademarks involved in that we may have taken as well. So yeah, a lot to change. So much so, but I can't even show the match card because there are so many folk that we have taken from that kind of thing. So we'll dive in that in a second. As always, thanks for taking time out to watch it. Usually if you want to get social, you know what to do. Likes always deeply appreciated. And check out the description for other people's content. There's a link to the game and mods, etc. as well. I'm excited for what's to come in the future. With this particular save, the dream matches are endless. Let's crack into the end of the month show for June. So we're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the Milwaukee County Stadium sees 46,500 in attendance, nearly 46,600. Just if 4 people would have turned up, that'd have been great. We start the show with one of the celebrities I've signed. I've basically made them an 40 figure, but just getting some more star power. I was hoping to cut a better promo than this, but Mr. T just really explaining what's going to go down, and he got a 47 rating here. The other celebrity we did bring in was Cyndi Lauper. So yeah, both of them are in, but Mr. T just with a 47 promo. First up, we had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling that saw Dean Malenko defeat Phil LaFon in 8:42 with the Texas Cloverleaf, so a submission victory. Just a 44 here. This was the storytelling match, I want to say. No, this was Steal the Show. Well, that's really worrying. And that's when with good chemistry, but yeah, Malenko off his game. And two guys I thought would have had a classic, pretty drab opener, has to be said, but just give Malenko win after win. It's 1984, way before he was kind of big or anything, so just slowly but surely build him up. Next up with a promo with Jimmy Snuka, who's been on a bit of a losing streak because he hopes to kind of get back to being the Superfly. That was a 51 for his promo. And he was in action against Ollie Anderson, which good to see a great chemistry. I didn't know that. By the way, Jimmy gets back on the winning path with About the Head great heat and good wrestling, as he defeats Ollie in 10-27 with a Superfly splash. Got the crowd hotter, which is good to see. A 74 rating here, and just really try to get the momentum back on the side of Jimmy Snuka. Ollie Anderson's one that he's very, very talented, so he's quite good at putting people over. Next up, we had About the Head great heat and decent wrestling, and I had Ricky Steamboat defeat Austin Idol in 9:52 with the flying karate chop. This was a 73 rated matchup, Austin Idol's debut, but we were putting over the Dragon in a match that also got the crowd hotter. Austin Idol debuts the prima donna gimmick, and that got an initial rating of adequate. And this was our storytelling matchup. Negatives here, just morale, the holding back of course, and Austin Idol's inconsistency. Of course, one of the purchases from MACW. Another purchase from that was Dutch Mantell, and it's a promo with him, Dr. David Schultz, and their manager Sherry Mantell, which was a 42. Sherry's looking very stale. The frustrating part is here, I actually booked this over a couple of weeks of Mantell and Schultz forming an alliance. The team's called the Bounty Hunters, and then they go and tag, and they had no chemistry. So we'll keep them together for a wee bit, although they've not got chemistry. It'll be a short-lived tag team, and then we'll split them their separate ways. So they were in action against the Road Warriors, and it was great heat and decent wrestling as the Road Warriors defeated the Bounty Hunters in 15:58 when Hawk defeated David Schultz with a flying lariat. This gave the 10th defence of the WWF World Tag Team Championships. A 70, which is good, excellent chemistry obviously with the Warriors, and absolutely zero chemistry with Schultz and Mantell. The frustrating thing is, so that was put together as the tag team to boost the division. I'd also brought in both of the Roger brothers, the fabulous Rogers together. They don't have chemistry, so I am either going to have to edit that or just get back to the drawing board in terms of our tag team division. But yeah, The Road Warriors continue as tag champions. Kurt Hennig cuts a promo, a rematch with Larry Zbyszko. They scored very high in the last event, and I kinda want to gain pop, so I just thought I'd throw this one in. Again, 81. Their match, again, very successful. Exceptional matchup. Zbyszko over Hennig in 27:55 by pinfall. Zbyszko makes the third defence of the IC title. It's a case of, obviously, Andre turned the whole dressing room or locker room against Kurt Hennig, so we've been kind of like making him lose and putting on good matches at the same time. So these two work well together, and an 88's absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, our main event can follow suit. Hulk Hogan gets a promo on Gino Hernandez, just giving the Hulkster the big promo spot, hoping that he can get more over. It's a 6-man tag, and he's in a wee feud still with Gino. And the main event was an 86, which is good to see. And it was about the fantastic heat and great wrestling. The team of Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, and Dusty Rhodes defeated Gino Hernandez, Bruiser Brody, and Bob Backlund in 1958. And Hulk Hogan pinned Bob Backlund with a big leg drop. Hey, he's finally using a leg drop. There we go. But 86, just trying to get Hulkster ready for WrestleMania. I know it's a while off, but before you know it, you're there, and you're kind of like, shit, is he going to be in a position to go for WrestleMania? However, champion Bruiser Brody has someone else looking for that belt. Oh, and that did not go over well at all. Anyway, it was Ric Flair and Bruiser Brody have a heated confrontation. So Flair comes to the ring and he says he wants that belt, and they come to blows. So Ric Flair makes his debut. Nature Boy gimmick was poor. Okay, disappointing. But 56 will build Ric Flair up. Hopefully that doesn't affect the show too much. Still an 83. But yeah, getting Ric Flair on a permanent deal for 5 years. Takes on up to about 1989. It's quite cool. As I say, we are pretty much now on the fantasy side of things. But that's kind of what these saves are about at times, you know. You're going to move away from how the business went in real life, and yeah, we're going to have a fair stacked roster for an extended period of time. So very, very happy to get him on board. Is there anything else there that directly affects us? Not that I can see. Show struck gold. 391,000, 0.78 buy rate. Sherry Martell's not happy how she's been booked. That's cool, don't really care. Size wise, ever so close. Our southeast up to 68, so that's the furthest away from getting us too big. So yeah, we're in a fairly good position with that. As I say, everything else is in the 74s, Tri-States in 75. Then we'll eventually start working elsewhere, but let's just stick with the States at the moment. Finances. It is a 77,000, nearly 78,000 profit margin at the moment, but you have to take into account, of course, we are going to lose more miscellaneous and more tax at the end of the month because we've still got a few days to go. So that's it for this particular episode. The good thing is next month we have the big show for July, and we also have the King of the Ring. So I didn't do too much with King Snooker, but we'll see who wins the King of the Ring for July. And we'll have a big event for July as well, both in that same week. So we should make a good bit of money, and we'll see if there's any more companies we can buy and take over the wrestling business in the meantime. So thanks for watching, much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.